Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Oatmeal Lesbians.
Excuse me.
I ran away from home.
Where is the part?
Is this a episode or is it a lesbian lounge?
Oh, it's a fucking episode, but we're just trying to fucking do two things at once. Okay, fuck the lesbian lounge. Honestly, lesbian lounge is too much shit, lah. Honestly. Yeah. Anyway, so the topic for today is running away from home at the age of 26 and 27 years old.
Y'all, we ran away from home.
I mean, I did mine like months back. She just did hers last night.
Yep.
So
Wait, which month did you run away from home?
So before Bali, it was like late April. Was it April? We went to Bali in April. Sorry, no, we
No,
went to Bali
March.
late March. So then after that, I think after we came back from Bali, then I was here for 2 weeks. Then I went back home twice, and then I think in May, like late April or May, like that, early May, late April or early May.
So you ran away in Q2, I ran away in Q3.
Everybody just be running away from home now.
Have you run away from home? Let us know.
Yeah. What a way to fucking do this. Oh, okay. So today we are also making gnocchi while we're gonna talk about running away from home at our big old age of 26 and 27 during your quarter life crisis. Do you know how fucking crazy it is to be running away from home at this age?
It's even low-key embarrassing that you have to run away from home at this age. But you know, to be honest, I don't know how I would run away from home before this age.
No, really, because where would you
before the
go?
income I had.
Yeah. Now we have the resources to run away. So I remember when I ran away from home, then my friends go and reply to my story. They're like, "Are you really running away from home or are you just leaving?"
No, girl, it's running away from home for real. Dude, running away from home is crazy work. It's we had a discussion about this just now. It's self-care. It's crazy work. Would not recommend, but would also recommend.
Yeah.
So why did we run away from home?
Okay. So first step to making gnocchi while we talk about running away from home. You gotta get russet potatoes because they have more starch, and then you boil them with salt, and then you only peel it. Okay, so why did we run away from home? We ran away from home. Do you wanna help with this?
Yeah.
We need to peel the thing.
Oh.
No, you just peel it off like that. Wait.
Oh!
It just comes off like that.
Okay.
Girl. Like it just comes off. You just gotta be a bit careful because it's very hot. Yeah, so we ran away from home because well, for me personally, domestic violence. I ran away from home because of domestic violence. I remember we did like a Instagram live where we were talking about our hiatus. So one of the reasons we were on a hiatus was, well, a lot of shit was going on within like Q1 for me personally, Q1 and Q2 for me personally. And I just couldn't cope with editing the videos and all of that. And also because I was dealing with an instance of domestic violence. So I ran away from home because of domestic violence, and my father not defending me or not standing up for me against the violence. Well, yeah. So that's why I ran away from home, and I just had it. I had it, and I remember when the instance happened, I FaceTime Rachie and Faye and Kat. And then Faye started making funny faces. I was like, Faye, it's not that kind of call, girl.
I was like, oh fuck.
And then I just told them what happened. And then I was just like, I don't know lah, like I was crying. Before I called them, I was crying till I couldn't breathe. It was like the kind of like hyperventilation sort of situation. And like my dad was trying to calm me down, and he told me to calm down. And I said, you want me to fucking calm down? You saw what just fucking happened. You want me to calm down? You think you can tell me to calm down? I'm not gonna calm down. I'm gonna smoke 10 packs of cigarettes right now. And he sighed and he walked away.
I remember vividly you mentioned it's me or him tonight.
Oh yeah. I was like, someone's gonna die tonight. So for context,
should have been him.
Yeah, for context, I hate my biological male sibling. I hate his guts, and I think he knows about the podcast, and I don't care if he knows, right? And I hate his guts, and I always think, like I always tell my friends or on my close friends list, I'm always like, someone is going to die tonight. It's either going to be me or him. I'm either going to commit suicide or homicide. It's going to be one of the sides. I always say that on my close friends list. And that particular night, I had like a screaming fest with him after he pushed me to the ground, okay? And I had this screaming fest with him. I told him, you want to push me? You want to lay your hands on me? You finish the job. Because if you don't finish the job, you better sleep with one eye open tonight. And I was like,
Real?
yeah, and I said, you better get the fucking knives from downstairs and you better stab me tonight. Because tonight, someone is going to die. It's either me or you. And I said, I tell this to my friends all the time. It's either me or you. So I did all of that and I had like a whole screaming fest with him and everything and blah, 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 blah. And then I went outside to smoke and I was crying and I was calling my friends and everything like that and blah, 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 blah. And then ran away from home and I just felt so sad. I felt so sad because I felt like and I said this before in one of the episodes, that like I thought my happy ending that I could have with my life, I envisioned seeing my dad in it. But I felt like I couldn't be in a home with my dad because of my brother. And so I felt like that was how I saw my future. But then because of my brother, I felt like my brother robbed me of my happy ending that I thought I would have. And then after that, I started doing my own thing. And then I was like, you know what? Actually, I feel so peaceful. I've never been at so much peace before in my entire life. And occasionally I'm on my close friends list vlogging. And like I think Faye definitely has seen it, right? And I'll be like, you know, I've never experienced such peace in my entire life. Can you believe?
Yeah.
I feel so peaceful and like nobody's in my business and like I'm cooking a meal that I like and I'm watching a Netflix episode right now in front of my desk and nobody's disturbing. Like I would occasionally do this story. So I mean, it turned out well for me. Faye is still going through it. Yeah, as you can see, she looks chopped right now.
I have freshly ran away from home.
Yeah.
I have 4 days worth of clothes, you know, to sustain myself. Eventually, I have to go back to that house.
There's a laundromat downstairs, so it's okay.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Yeah, we can wash our clothes together.
But I need to get more like office clothes.
Yeah. Okay, faham.
Maybe I could just buy them. I don't fucking know lah. But anyway, the point is lah, I ran away from home yesterday. You know, people usually run away from home when there's just some sort of like some form of abuse that happens at home lah. Okay. And so basically mine, even though no violence was involved, it's more of a...
Well, there's potential
there's
violence.
potential
No,
violence
it's not just
lah.
potential violence, it's potential like sexual violence too.
Yeah.
Okay? Damn.
So basically, like, I think if you guys remember when I made a coming out video back then, I was sharing about how like my both parents had different reactions to me coming
We
out.
made a coming out video?
Yeah, we did.
Oh shit, I didn't.
Yeah, we had a coming out video like some time back, so you guys scroll all the way back to watch it. That shit is invalid. Don't believe anything I said from that episode anymore. Because apparently they were lying. So yeah, basically what happened was that, long story short, when I came out to my parents, my mom said she was trying to meet me halfway by going to therapy to try to accept me. My dad told me to go to conversion therapy, okay? And he also basically asked me to continue having sex with more men to be sure that I am not a lesbian. And when I asked him to go and try having sex with men, he basically said, but I am normal and you are abnormal. And in the end, my mom started crying when me and my dad were arguing, and he blamed me for the cause of my mom's depression and anxiety. So yeah, that was what was happening. And because when I came out, my mom actually had a panic attack halfway when me and my dad were arguing. But then I got blamed for her depression and anxiety lah, simply put. So anyway, that was what went down. And then he also basically said previously to me, I'm not that cruel that I will kick you out of the house. Fake news! Fake fucking news! Okay, so that was, mind you, that thing happened like 4 years ago in 2021 when I came out to my parents. Okay. And so I've always had a feeling that when I came out to my parents, it's not that they would have an issue accepting me. Oh.
Yes.
It's not that they have an issue accepting me. I don't think that they have an issue sitting with the fact that I'm a lesbian, but I think what I've always been concerned is that if I get a partner, how is that going to work out? Because that is really like I'm lesing out in your face. Like I'm for real a lesbian. I'm not an asexual lesbian. I am not asexual, I'm not aromantic. I'm a straight up romantic and sexual lesbian. So I feel like because that is more in your face, so then there's a different way of like acceptance that comes into place lah. But then to be honest, I think from that conversation that I had with them last night, I realized that my parents don't really see me as a sentient being. They don't think I have like autonomous thoughts on my own. They don't think that I can think for myself, and they always think that there's an external force that is like causing me to behave a certain way and that I'm mentally ill. Because my dad thinks that I'm mentally ill and he thinks that I need help.
Well, I think he's mentally ill though.
He is beyond mentally ill.
Oh my god, for important context, y'all, the two violent men in our lives who put us at risk are both Taurus moons.
Yep. If you have that placement,
kill yourself.
Just fuck off. Like, just lock yourself in your house, never come out and socialize and interact with others. So, a bit of context, before this running away situation thing, I think it's a pretty crazy thing to announce on screen, but like, I'm in a relationship with somebody.
I mean, you guys are not official. Can we wait till you're official?
Yeah, lah, we'll wait until we're official lah.
Oh, before I post this, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this person, my partner, has been in my house lah. So we would have like sleepovers at my place and everything. And the thing is, it's not even a really bizarre thing that my partner is having a sleepover at my place, because she sleeps over at my place all the time. And there's a period of time where she slept over at my place and her camera placement happened to be facing the bed, that my mom asked me the next day. She was like, why is the camera facing the bed? As if we were filming something there. Anyway, so that happened, and basically what happened was that so me and my partner would go for hikes like pretty often, and like every time when we have an early morning hike, we would like sleep over at each other's houses lah. And so she came to sleep over at my place, and the next day, after when she went back, my mom came into my room and she was like, I don't want to fight with you. And then I was like, what's the matter? And then she was like, please don't bring your friend here anymore. And then she was like, I don't want to fight you. And then she kept repeating that, and she was crying even. And then she was like, I just cannot accept it. Then I was like, I was in shock. Not gonna lie, I was really in shock, because my mom has never seen my partner's face, or neither does she know her name. I've never officially introduced my partner to my parents lah. For many reasons. One reason is because the timing was always not right, so I've never really like introduced them. And the second thing is, like, I also kind of want to feel things out, you know. I'm not going to immediately be like, because I don't think I immediately introduced you to my mom or dad either.
You never introduced me to your mom or dad.
Yeah, I've never, right?
Unless like we all like meet up somebody and your mom happens to be there.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, hey, hi,
But
sweetie.
yeah, even like my other friend who comes to my house, which is like my neighbor, like I've never introduced her to my parents either.
Yeah.
So it's not really a one-off thing that happened. It's just that I haven't exactly like done that. And also a lot of times when you come over to my place, we're like, there's a purpose of us going somewhere else the next day.
Yeah.
It's either like very early morning or something. So
yeah.
you just never like cross paths, that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Point is, I was quite surprised and taken aback that my mom knew who this person was, and that she knew that this person was my partner. Because I mean, when Zoe came over to my place and everything, she's never like once told me not to bring Zoe here anymore. I mean, at most it was just the whole like camera situation that was happening. So I was frankly taken aback by what she said lah. But I wanted to talk more, and then she just went to her room and just closed the door, so I couldn't have a further conversation about that. And basically I cried the living shit out of my eyes the whole night. I called you guys. I cried until like I couldn't even breathe properly, and I was so I was enraged on so many levels. Like I really was. And for many fucking reasons lah. First of all, I felt, number one, I feel betrayed. Because it's apparently very easy to tell your daughter that you can accept her and try to meet her halfway, and you go in therapy to do the work, blah blah blah. But then when it comes down to it, I have to compromise. By the way, I'm not even letting my partner like take up so much space in the house and anything like that, you know. If this were a situation where it was like a heterosexual like relationship, no issue would have happened. That's one thing. And the second thing is, I didn't even get to argue. The thing that is pissing me off about these two events with my mom and my dad, which I'll tell later, is that I don't even have a chance to argue. I don't even have a chance to argue because it's always someone's anxiety, it's always someone's like health issues. Look, okay, fair, but how many times do you have to always keep bringing up as an excuse when you know the minute I'm about to win the argument?
Yeah.
And I believe I make very fucking fair and valid points, and I feel like you cannot fucking argue with my points. So, you know, for me, I'm just like, you want to start an argument with me, fine, start an argument with me. I don't even start arguments with people, but if you want to start an argument with me, finish it until the end. Like, see the fucking argument through. Because if you're going into someone's into someone's space to say your piece, and then you're not finishing it, then what the fuck? It's not fucking fair lah, right? I can go into people's house, I can yell at them, and then close the door and not let them say their piece. That's not a fair fight. Okay, so anyway, that's what happened. I did not speak to my mom anymore since then. That was 11th of August was 10th of August was the last time I spoke to her. And basically what happened was that afterwards, the next day I went to my partner's house and I stayed over at her place for like 3 days, 2 nights lah. And then my mom texted me to ask me to come home early. I ignored her text because obviously she's trying to pretend like nothing happened. And the next following days, she also tried to make conversation with me, but I did not really respond to any of them because the thing with my family is that for like so many years, right, they would always say like something crazy like this to me, and then they will expect me to pretend like everything is normal after that, like to just play house with everyone, to just be like, okay, we can say traumatizing shit to each other, but then like the next day, oh, we're family again, no big deal. No, not for me. I remember and I hold grudges. So unfortunately, I will make it everyone's problem until you all say something and do something about it. And it's not even just about saying sorry this time. For me, even if they say sorry to me this time, I'm not even going to fucking believe it.
Yeah. No, because it's so easy to say sorry. Who cannot do?
Exactly. It's so easy to tell your daughter you went to therapy. It's so easy to tell your daughter to this and that. But like, when it comes down to it, I am put into square -1, not even square 0, not even square 1, square -1. It's like I'm going beyond backwards, you know. I am still...
Continue.
I'm still the one who has to hide. And that's the thing that I feel like is so unfair for. And you know, the thing is, my brother gets to just live with his girlfriend out in the open like it's nothing. And you know what? That's the way it should be. But how come my brother can have that privilege and I can't? Just because he's in a heterosexual relationship.
And because you're a woman.
And because I'm a fucking woman lah. And my parents have an irrational... I will get into all that stuff later lah. Anyway, point blank, I haven't been on speaking terms with my mom since then. I avoided her and everything and all that. So what happened afterwards is that... okay, so 2 days ago, my partner came over to my house to sleep over. It was for the long weekend. There was a public holiday weekend and everything. So she came over to sleep over. And then, so me and my partner were making dinner in the kitchen. And then when we were making dinner at the time, we actually took a peck with each other. And I think my dad saw it. I think. I can't tell. But he basically opened the kitchen door and he was like, ask your friend to come out right now. And then I was just like, what the fuck? So I went out to him. I was like, what's wrong? And then he was like, ask her to come down, sit down here. I want to talk to her. And then I was like, I tried to steer the conversation still. I was like, you don't like that she parked there, is it? And he was like, nope, I want to have a conversation. I want to talk to her. I want to have a conversation with her. Ask her to come down and sit down here right now. Obviously, I know what was this about. I wasn't going to put my partner in that situation. So I dealt with him. And then I said, what's the issue? And then obviously, he says the issue is that I'm not okay with a stranger who's coming to my house every night and then without me knowing who this person is and just staying here in my house. And then I was like, what do you mean? My friends come to my house all the time. All my friends. You don't have an issue with any of them. And he was like, because I know them. They're your primary school friends. I know their history. I know who they are. I know their name. I don't even know her. And then I was like, okay, well, who was the friend that came a few weeks ago? And then he was like, oh, I don't know. And then I was like, that's my point, right? You don't know who came in a few weeks ago. Now you want to have a fucking problem with me about bringing friends over when I bring other friends over all the time? How come is it this one isolated situation, you have a problem with it?
I smell poop. Continue. It's Batman.
Oh.
He took a shit. Continue.
And then, should I do it? I just feel like I'm just talking.
Yeah, it's okay. Continue.
Okay, and then basically what happened is that he was like, nope, I want to talk to her right now and everything. So he basically like walked past me and go to the kitchen and he spoke to my partner and he basically was telling her, he said that after dinner and you guys clean up and everything, I want you to go home. Like, I don't want you to stay here any longer. And then I basically was like, what the fuck at him. And then I was like, basically I just argued with him lah. I was just saying like, why are you saying this? Like, what's the issue? Like, what? And he wouldn't even address it like at hand, of course, because I think my dad knows that if he makes it an isolated reason, it's easier to argue on that basis instead of if he brings up the gay thing. He doesn't dare to bring that gay thing up. Because if he brings it up, it's a whole other fucking argument already that he knows that I'm literally gonna argue until the end for it. And then so he basically told her when I was arguing with him, he said, look, you are causing friction in my family and there's now tension between us because of you. So you're an adult, I'm sure you understand. So please go home after this. And then I was so fucking pissed at him because he was literally being so manipulative and it was so fucking wrong of him to speak to my partner that way. And I felt upset, I felt disgusted, and I felt humiliated. I felt humiliated that my own father spoke to my partner that way. Like, in a house that he doesn't even pay for, by the way. And we were making dinner. For fuck's sake, we were making dinner. You couldn't even fucking, like, leave us alone to make dinner? People are fucking making sustenance, you know. At least for once, try fucking making dinner for the whole family before you talk lah, okay? So he said that and everything. And then I was basically so fucking upset. And then I wanted to continue arguing with him. And then he said that, no, I'm having like health issues right now. I'm not in the best of health. So if we argue, like it's going to stress me out even more. So I didn't even get to fucking argue with him. And then he walked down the stairs and he just basically did not want to argue with me anymore. He was just like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. And I was so fucking pissed off at him because that's the thing I really hated about these two events that happened to me. They come to me, they bring up a problem, they don't want to hear my side. It's just, oh, I forgot one very, very important thing that he said. So when he said all of that to her, basically I was just like saying like, what's your problem and everything? No, you can't do that. And then you know what he said? He said, he didn't even speak to me. He spoke directly to my partner and he said, whatever she says, I will override it because I'm the man of the house. Everyone on earth better fucking hear this and remember my dad for saying that. Because that was a fucking embarrassing thing to say and that was fucking shitty and that was fucking stupid to say. And I don't even care about people's health issues, bringing it up and everything. How come is it that it's always someone's health issues that trumps over like all these fucked up things? So, you know what, whatever like he said, his health issues, cannot argue and everything. At least argue with me until you fucking drop. You start an argument, you're gonna fucking finish it with me. Don't start an argument with me and then you cannot fucking finish it. So anyway, I felt very, very fucking upset. I called you guys and then I was crying. I was bawling my eyes out. I was just like, I don't even know what to do, but I have to get the fuck out of here. Like, I just have to get the fuck out of here. And then the idea that I have to cut my family off right this instant was just so daunting to me because it's literally like uprooting my entire life, you know, like really my entire life, like at this one moment, you know, and not just uprooting your life. Uprooting your life is one thing, but to come from a place of having to be humiliated and shamed that way by your own family, Motherfuckers like to be like, oh, family is everything, and then say the most vile shit to their own children. And you know what? The whole world is going to hear what my father said to me. Anyway, so that is that. And I just felt at the moment I just needed to get the fuck out of there because it was just so fucking unsafe for me to be there. To be honest, in the past, I'm not sure if I'm ready to disclose a lot of things.
I can just cut it out.
Yeah, but
You can share.
anyway, in the past, my dad has like very oh, not to forget, before I forget, after we had the argument, I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to let you stitch the picture here.
Oh, it's the thing,
The
is it?
thing. So he took out this Bible picture frame and he fucking put it in the middle of the table for me to see after we argue. You know, the thing about my family is that they are always thinking that, like, I've been talking about this so much, but like my family is always thinking that like I do not have any like free will. My family don't think that I have like autonomous thinking. My family do not think that I can like have my own opinions and have my own values and have all these like values and beliefs that I have based on the information that I have received, and that my actions are based on my informed decisions. My family infantilizes me, and to be honest, even before this whole like queer thing started, like my parents already, mainly my mom, had an issue with like men I dated when I was like straight. So sometimes I also feel like it's also more about the fact that they can't see me past like 11 years old or some shit like that lah. And it makes them uncomfortable and they're not willing to confront it, and they find so many loopholes to try to digest the kind of person that I've been by basically thinking that I always have like a mental illness. Like, I genuinely think that my father is going to go tell everyone right now, and he's going to say to everyone that I'm troubled, I am mentally ill, I'm always under bad influence, and like I'm not in the right mind. And I think he's going to think that my partner is forcing me out to go live in the home with her as well. And he thinks, and the thing about my parents is that I don't think they think that I'm a lesbian. I think they think people make me a lesbian, that I'm not actually a lesbian, I'm straight. In their head, like that's what they think. And they think that I experience romantic and sexual attraction based on my influence from others. And you know, to be honest, that's such a dehumanizing way to look at me, because you literally don't think that I'm capable of like forming my own opinions and forming my own like life experiences without people's influence. Like, of course, yes, there is influence by people. But then like for you to always use it as an excuse instead of confronting the fact that this is who your daughter is, this is my set of beliefs, my set of values, my sexual orientation, my gender expression, my everything, my choices in life, instead of accepting that I have made all these decisions with as many information that I can get and the best decision I can make in the moment. No, you choose to be like, she's mentally ill, she's this, she's that, she always needs to go therapy. In fact, my dad is the one who asked me to go therapy, and my dad, in fact, came back and always, he basically went to therapy once and he came back and he was like, the doctor said I'm the happiest person in the world, or I'm like the best person he's ever met, or whatever the fuck he said lah. Like, he basically is trying to convey to us that he doesn't have any mental health issues, and he basically out-talked the doctor in therapy, because my dad is somebody who knows what to say. So of course he will make you think that, oh yeah, he doesn't have any mental illness issues, but you know what? The issue is nobody sits in therapy with him and talk about all his mental illness. Yeah, so, but he's going to be out there saying that I'm fucking mentally ill and shit. And you know what? At this point, I don't even care. And I know my relatives like watch this podcast like every now and then. Yeah, fine, you heard it from me. You want to hear it from my dad? Fine, hear it from him also. Hear it from everyone. I don't fucking care. I just know the fact is, no matter what truths or what facts or whatever opinion, who you want to believe, one thing that is a fact for sure, I just want better for my life. And whatever decision I have made was never to endanger anyone. I have never harmed anyone. I have never put anyone in a position where they had to compromise their housing or their safety or their well-being in general. I have never had to cause my father insecurity for a roof over his head, or for food, or for anything. I've never caused any of that.
Yeah, in fact, you've provided.
I've provided.
Actually.
I've provided, yep. So I just feel like this experience has taught me, no matter like whatever you contribute to the household and everything, even if there's a member of the family who claims to be the man of the house and doesn't contribute shit to the household, and in fact traumatizes his wife, traumatizes his kids, traumatizes everybody, you are still going to be the fucking scapegoat lah. You're gonna be the black sheep. You're gonna be the one who's easiest to blame. And you know what? Fine, blame fucking me. Blame fucking me. And I have no issue with that because I know at the end of the day, if there is a God, the God is on my side. So many things in my life have happened to me and have saved me from so many things. And you know the worst part is like my parents always like to say, my dad especially likes to say, I regret sending you to study abroad. And I'm just like, you didn't send me there. I made the decision myself.
Girl.
And I got the scholarship myself without your help.
Girl.
And he's always like, I regret sending you there. Like, and then he's always saying like whenever like Faye comes back, she's a changed person. She's not like the daughter I used to know. Yeah,
girl.
Grow the fuck up. People grow the fuck up. Am I your fucking accessory?
Damn.
Like, and I just don't understand, like, until today, they cannot see me as a person. They always see me as an extension of themselves. And if I'm not acting in accordance to what they want that extension to be, then I'm fucking demonic. And you know what? Whatever the fuck. But I stand by it. I stand by it when I say that things are always on my side. And sure, they can do whatever, they can whatever the fuck and everything, but I just know things have and always will get better for me. And I believe in that.
Correct.
And as difficult as things are right now, and the fact that I'm dealing with housing insecurity, I still believe in good things. I won't have housing insecurity by next year already, but then for at least for now it's horrible lah. So, but you know what? I'm also thankful that I have a community with me, and my God, I'm gonna cry.
It's okay. I saw you cry many times.
Yeah, but the cry you saw me cry is like ugly cry.
This one is not ugly cry, man.
Yeah, I mean it's about to be an ugly cry. But I feel like I'm not doing anything. I should do
No,
something.
it's okay, it's okay. It's chill, it's chill. You can just ugly cry. Just don't do it into the pasta.
I won't. I just feel like it's so... It's like when I was going through all of that, even if I had my partner with me, it was such an isolating experience.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Like I just felt like I didn't have my family at all.
Yeah.
And I felt like none of them would not only stand up for me, but like I feel like they would terrorize me further. I don't know what my dad is capable of doing. And you know what? He could play the pity card, he could play whatever cards he wants, but like it makes me so sad that the people who were there for me were just all my friends.
Yeah, I get it.
And my partner, like, and it sucks. It sucks to think that like the people who chose to give birth to you just like they just hate you. Like I feel hated. I felt fucking hated in that house. And the thing is like, it's so hard to explain these feelings because they're like, if I tell you like this one event that happened, you would just think, oh, that's fucked up what my dad said. But it's actually a pile up of things he has said over the years.
Yeah.
And these are not just things related to my sexuality. These are things related to his views on women. Like all these fucking things, you know, like. And I always just feel like the battle is just like me and them.
Yeah.
It's like they don't want to see my point of view ever. Even if they see my point of view, it's just to say yes to shut me up.
Yeah.
And I just feel like last night, I just fucking had it.
Yeah.
Like, the first thing that came to my mind was that I need to get out of here. I just need to fucking get out of here. Like, I mean, I felt that way when my mom said that to me, like, when I was calling you guys. And then I said, I need to get the fuck out of here and everything. But I was still considering the fact that I might need to save up and still have a roof over my head before I move out. But then when my dad said that to me, all those things to me and to my partner, I fucking lost it. I was just like, I need to get the fuck out of here. These people in this house do not respect me. I'm a fucking, like, even though I pay for shit in this house, I'm technically a shareholder in this house, the second largest shareholder in this house. I'm still not even, like, fucking cared for. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you care for your parents, how much you love them, how much you cook for them, how much you clean, how much you try to like pay the bills, how much you do this and that. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
If they hate you, they're gonna fucking hate you on the day they want to hate you.
Yeah.
And they just showed that to me. I feel hated. I just feel like I was just back to the same question last night. I was just like, why the fuck was I even born? What the fuck do you expect to come out of it? And that's the problem with people when it comes to parenting. You give birth to a child and you expect them to be cishet, able-bodied, normal body, as in like you expect them to have a certain type of physique, you expect them to excel in life, you expect them to this and that, you expect them to have this like very fucking like quote unquote normal life, and you just never consider the other circumstances that could happen to your child or even to you. And everyone's just so fucking thoughtless when it comes to having children, but when it comes to dealing with the issues, to be honest, being gay is not even an issue, but when it comes to the issues dealing with children, suddenly it's my fucking problem. Suddenly it's my fucking problem that I'm a lesbian. Suddenly it's my fucking problem that I have a partner. Suddenly it's the problem that I am just making dinner in the kitchen with my partner and I was made to cry in my kitchen. I was crying in the kitchen last night. I had this pose, you know. That's in the trenches kind of pose, okay? Like, I was just sobbing like this. And the whole time in my mind, I was just like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I fucking gonna do? And you know what's the worst part? I'm 27. I mean, yes, yeah, good time to get the fuck out lah. But like, the fact that like this is still something that my parents want to police about my life at my ripe age of 27. I'm literally in my late 30s and I'm pushing 30. My late 20s, not my late 30s, my late 20s, and I'm pushing 30. And this is still something that they want to fucking dictate in my life.
Yeah.
I totally feel you when you say it's me or him tonight. That was how I felt last night.
Yeah.
It's me or you.
Yeah.
One of us has to go out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not willing to compromise on my stance at all because, first of all, I'm not even wrong for being who I am.
I get it. And it's sad lah. It's really when you say it's an isolating experience, it really is because, you know, like I think I mentioned to you also, like I refuse to celebrate Chinese New Year with my family, and I would see everybody celebrating Chinese New Year, and I'll be alone in my room. Then I'll be like, I'll just feel sad, you know, to see that like everybody has a family but you don't, and like you will never have that. You will never have that safety or security. You know, you'll never have that person who will, like, people who are supposed to be there for you regardless, you will never have that. I mean, I'm sure the audience knows, okay, you all also go through this shit, but like, those of you who are straight, maybe you don't know, but it's like you will never have a home. You'll never have a family.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, it's like you can't rely on your parents, and the thing is that, like, okay, so I would say this, like, for me and you as well, we love our well, I'm not your dad, but like, well, at least for me, I used to love my dad, and I know that you really loved your mom too. I could tell, like, we loved our parents, and we're the kind of people who are like filial piety, you know? Like, we take that shit seriously too, and also we feel like for our parents and the life that they've been through, and we try to see them objectively as people and their experiences, and so we try to have more empathy with them, so we treat them differently, and we take care of them and all of that. So regardless of what they did to us, we did our best to look past that and to look at them as human beings and to care for them. And in the end, even after doing all of that, when honestly it should not be us doing that, even after us doing all of that, they show us time and time again why we shouldn't. They show us time and time again, like, no matter how hard we try, no matter what we do, right? They will always find fault with us. And as long as we are not living our lives the way that they want us to, we're not going to be good enough. They're not going to love us. Like, we have to prove ourselves, and we try to prove ourselves, and we try to care about them, like, genuinely, you know. It's not to prove you're a certain person. It's more like we are genuinely doing these things because we care about these people. And you try your hardest, and they still will never love you. And they will never love you. They will never stand up for you. They will never fight for you. They will never even try to understand you. They wouldn't even, all they want is what they want. And it doesn't matter that you are just another human being.
Yeah.
You know? It doesn't matter that you also you feel what you feel. They don't want to hear it from you. And they're always defensive when you call them out, because I know my dad was. They're always defensive. Like, I remember this once, and I said to my dad, I was like, you know, I'm in my mid-20s. I should have been living my life since I was in my early 20s, but ever since, like, our mom passed away, I've been behaving like a mother. And I've been the one keeping this house together. I've been holding on so tightly. And I was like, in my early 20s until now, in my mid-20s, I shouldn't have to experience this. Like, that's what I told my dad. I was like, I should be living my life. You know, I should be doing the things that I want to do. Then he was like, what about me? I'm 65. I'm 66. I tell your brother, 40 years I've taken care of this family, what do I get out of it? And I'm like, in my head I was like, you chose to have this family.
Yes.
How can you compete with me like that? It's like they're always so defensive. They're always like thinking about themselves. But no, this is the consequence of your own action that you never thought properly through, and you're blaming everybody else.
Exactly.
And you're pinning the burden and everything on everybody else around you. But you chose to start a family. You should have thought that this could have been a possibility. Like your kids being gay, or like this and that. Your kids being a certain kind of way. Like you should have thought about that before you had a family. But they don't.
Nope, they have kids for the laws. Kids are for the aesthetic.
No, yeah, and before we started filming, right, Faye and I were like talking about this Instagram reel that we saw. Like, men have kids and have families because it makes them look better on paper.
It does.
Like, it makes them look more trustworthy on paper when they have a family and when they're a family man. So it just makes them look more trustworthy overall to the public, to society, to their workplace, to this and to that. They have kids and a family as an accessory.
And they convert to Christianity to just look a certain way.
Yeah.
But I totally agree with everything. I just feel like I feel bad for leaving my mom behind because I love her. But if she cannot divorce my dad, and if she cannot choose better for herself, I need to start doing that for myself.
Yeah.
I cannot be chained to the issues of this family. I don't fucking care if they believe in heaven and hell. I don't. You have one life, or you reincarnate to a fish the next life. So fucking do what you want with this life. And the thing is, obviously, their beliefs is that you're going to heaven, you're going to be together forever, family is everything. And they don't act that way. When they're here on earth right now, they don't. They act like life is infinite. It's not.
Yeah.
And I refuse to even, this thing it's not just a one-day thing. It's been 4 years. I came out 4 years ago. 4 years ago I came out, and I was going to fucking celebrate my coming out this year again in November. 4 years ago, I'm going to celebrate everything, running away from home. The party's going to be for everything.
Yeah. Waime's going to be there, right? Okay,
Yeah.
The running away from home club, let's take a photo.
Yes! 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 Okay, anyway, I'm having a party. But anyway, the whole thing with this coming out thing, they had 4 years to make a decision or change or do better. And in fact, what 4 years gave them is to go back 10 years backwards. And you know what? I just feel like after a certain age or after some time has passed, people are just never going to change.
Yeah.
They're going to get too comfortable with you. They are never going to... You see, that's the thing. Like, right after my mom said all of that to me, she just acted like things was normal the next day.
Yeah, she thinks like you're going to forgo it. Like, you're just going to forget about it.
Yep. She thinks that I'm going to let it go and it's just part of family. Family has difficulties. Let's move on. No.
Yeah.
I just feel like, to me, this has been an issue and this has been a dire situation that needs immediate action. Immediate action means my dad leaving the fuck out of our family and fucking living on his own and fucking being
He should go live with
independent.
his sisters who love him so much.
Yes, he should.
Like,
He should
his
live
sister-
with all his sisters. His sisters all love him so much and they coddle him, they enable him, everything he fucking does. They say everything to me. But when it comes to me and my mom, calling my mom a slut, when it comes to me, then saying that stuff I wear is too revealing, where daughters do the same thing as well. His family always got some shit to say. That's not even the half of it. But he should fucking live with his sisters. Anyway, that is point blank. My dad needs to exit out of my life, out of my mom's life, out of my brother's life, out of all our lives, and fucking live on his own. And but the thing is, I don't think everyone is on board with me for this drastic decision that needs to be made. I know sometimes things can get hard, but at a certain point, some decisions need to be made. And if no one's making that fucking decision, I have to make that decision for myself.
Yeah.
I am going to be 30. The thought of me not even being able to make dinner in the kitchen with my partner in peace is fucking triggering to me. It's fucking insane. That is just a fucking basic human thing. I can't even do that. And I refuse to let him and his fucking issues and his fucking demonic thinking rob me of any of my other fucking experiences that I'm gonna have in my life. He's not gonna rob me of any of it. In fact, he's just gonna live his saddle life on his own for the rest of his life. And I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I think after last night, I stopped looking at him as a father and I just started looking at him as a man and a fucking stranger.
Yeah.
I've lost all love and empathy for my dad like ever since that night, and I have lost all respect for him. I never really had that much respect after knowing a lot of things that he's done, but I completely lost respect for him that night. Like I don't even see him as like a person anymore. Like I genuinely just do not want to be associated with him. So I know that's my fact. My fact is I want to get the fuck out of here. I don't know, whatever the fuck he wants to say to other people, that's none of my business anymore.
I mean, you're not going to go to family gatherings anyway. What the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
I'm not even going to go to family gatherings anyway, lah. So I don't even give a shit, lah. But yeah, that's that. And whatever he wants to tell the family about what happened to me is up to him. I don't really give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
And I just know the difference between me and him, what we are both doing. I'm doing things for survival. He is doing things to threaten me.
Yeah.
That's the fucking difference. So whatever the fuck people want to say, at least everyone will have to fucking know what I'm doing is for survival. I don't just want to survive, also I want to live.
Yeah.
This is not a fucking way to live.
Yeah, no. It shouldn't be about survival. We shouldn't be born into this earth just to fucking survive.
For real.
You know? Like, a life is supposed to be a life.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, TLDR, I feel like queer people, and it's so unfortunate, but I think the bulk of us will feel like we'll never have a family. We'll never feel like, yeah.
No,
It's
not
just
at
so
all.
sad. It's
And-
so sad.
Yeah. And the thing is, I don't even think they care what happened to me.
Yeah.
It's fucking depressing to know that your friends, I mean, it's not depressing, it's actually quite heartwarming to know that your friends are the ones who actually love you unconditionally.
Yeah.
Of course, a lot of love is conditional, but
No, but
it just goes to show you how conditional your family's love is for you.
yeah, really.
And I'm just thankful that I have amazing friends. And honestly, even like after going through everything last night and also today, I was just thinking about like how do people go through it without friends?
Yes.
How do
real.
people go through it without money?
Yeah.
Like running away at 27 is hard, but it's still manageable.
Yeah.
You can still find a way. But when you run away at a certain age where your income is not even enough to cover for basic needs or even have savings, how do you even go about that? And sometimes it's not even just about money, it's about your security.
Yeah.
How do you make sure your parents like never find out where you are? How do you make sure like all your relatives and community don't find where you are? Or like threaten your next housing and then you're gonna forever have housing insecurity. I even considered asylum yesterday because I don't know to what extent my dad will pull. I genuinely don't know. I don't fucking know, but I'm trying to take it one step at a time. Asylum is a bit of a reach. And it's just too much to think about everything right now, and my life is getting like uprooted overnight. And it has been. And frankly, I don't even know what to fucking do. I'm just trying to get a house right now. I'm trying to like, I'm currently staying with Zoe in her studio, which she so graciously allowed me to stay for like a few days. And like, I've applied to a safe house, and I'm looking for rent around the area because I still need to get a place. Like, it's just fucked up, man. And yeah. And the thing is, I know my family will feel zero empathy for me going through this. They will feel zero. And that's why I refuse to have any empathy for them, because at the end of the day, when they say this, they'll be like, yep, you see, you can't live without us. Yep, you made a stupid decision. Yep, you made premature decisions. You made a decision to do this and that, knowing full well that it's going to hurt you. Like, but they will never acknowledge how they made me feel. And so That's why I refuse to even soften my heart at all for them.
I get it.
Anymore. Like, it's enough.
I get it. I get it.
You know how much it fucking stings to
Yeah.
know that your heart softened for 1 second, and the next thing you know, the next day, it doesn't even just happen like over a week or over a month. The next day, they can just turn on you if they want to.
Yeah.
And so I refuse to fucking have any sort of empathy or sympathy for them. Right now, my priority is me and getting the fuck out of here and my partner's safety, of course. But like, yeah, that's all I want to say. But yep, it's sad to think that most queer people will go through this. I mean, I know like in Western countries, like maybe places that some of you are staying at, like it's going to be relatively easier. You even have like affirming queer churches like in abundance. You don't even get that kind of stuff here. But like, I don't even think they would have a queer affirming mosque here. Like
No.
that would be a fucking highlight of the day, man.
Yeah, real.
But like, the fact that you know, a lot of people in Western countries have parents that would not only accept them but fight for them.
Yeah.
It's almost non-existent here.
Yeah.
Nobody here is fighting for their queer child.
No.
At most, they are doing is just
Ignoring.
ignoring. Yeah, ignoring.
Ignoring.
And just minding their own business. But I don't know if you get beaten by the police for being gay or these kind of things, all that, I don't even know if they would fucking care. So yeah, it's fucking depressing out here. I have just been feeling terrible the entire day and week. I mean, since yesterday I've been feeling really bad. Like, I feel like I always know what to do, but yesterday I just did not know what to do anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I wanted to do scared me as well, because what I wanted to do was completely cut everything and everyone off, and that scared me. But you know, sometimes they say the things that scare you is what you should do.
Yeah, and I think, oh my god, this is like so fucking toxic optimism, but like I really feel that you'll be so much happier. You'll be so much happier soon. Like, really.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's really painful. It's really painful now. Of course, but I think, yeah, you're going to be really happy after this. You're going to feel safe. You're going to feel at peace. You're going to feel...
Yeah, I hope so.
No, you will. You will.
Yeah, for sure I will. I got to get
You
the
will.
fuck out of there, man. Can I at least cut?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Do you want to cut it into portions?
Yeah, I always wanted to use this thing, by the way. Do I need to wash my hands?
Yes, you do. Yeah. You know, like when I first ran away from home, I would like sometimes visit my own home at Subang, and I would eat dinner with my dad, you know, because I still cared about him. And I remember I sent him like a text late at night. I was like, you know, I know that like I told him I really wished it was just me and you in Subang, but obviously that cannot be the way. Things cannot be that way. And I said that, like, you know, if you ever get in trouble, don't call my brother, you call me. Like, I still had that love for him. And I remember I would go home after running away, and when I leave, he wouldn't have realized that I was going to leave. So he would look out, he would hear the gate opening, and he would look out the window from his room. And then he would see me leaving, and then he would wave goodbye. And then I'll be in the Grab car crying. It's very, yeah, difficult lah. Cut off your family. Yeah. Girl, it's a fucking... This is Pity Party 2.0, girl!
Pity party? Did we cry on the first pity party?
Oh, no, we didn't. We were just tired of shit. This is the real Pity Party.
Y'all, nothing...
cannot cry into the Gnocchi.
Nothing really shakes you to your core like running away from home.
No, really. And like having to leave the people you love.
Yeah, you know, to me, it's not even about the housing insecurity. It's about the fact that I have to cut them off.
Yeah.
And I have to leave people behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucked up. But the thing about people sometimes is that they will continue taking advantage of you if you don't leave them where they are and if you don't take drastic measures, because not everyone has the kind of will in themselves to take drastic measures in their life.
Yeah, and it has to be you.
Yeah, and it has to be you.
Oh my god. The tears are so salty. Okay, you want to cut it into like...
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't have to be so powdery, but I made it powdery.
Is this good?
I guess maybe a bit smaller. Nah, sure. It's like 2/3 that size is fine. But I also didn't roll it out thin enough lah. So yeah, so y'all 100% would not recommend to choose this lifestyle.
Yeah, being gay is shit.
Yeah, no. A lot of people will say like being gay is a choice. Like, you think we would choose to have a life where we have to leave our families behind, where we have to always constantly feel like our family doesn't love us? Like, nobody would fucking choose that, you know. I've personally, right, since I was younger, since I was like, what, 16, 15 years old, I've always been scared that I would not have a family. And over time, I realized I started to see it manifesting into reality that I did not have a family. And then eventually it was the whole running away thing, and then like the whole like not spending time with my family and all of that, and you know, yeah, so nobody would choose this intentionally. Girl, that is too thin. But it's okay lah.
Yeah.
Thicker.
So, what's our running away statistic?
Oh.
So from our circle of friends, we found that 1 in every 3 gay men will run away from home. 50% of lesbians would run away from home. I think 100% of trans kids would run away from home.
Of course. And
I think that's 100%.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me cut some first so you have like a reference. Yeah,
Oh, okay, like a pillow.
Yeah, like a pillow.
What, can I combine them?
Girl, we can re-roll them. Because let me try to work with this. I don't know if I can. Well, I guess can lah. Oh god.
Oh, you use a fork to that one, is it?
Yeah, I mean I bought the board lah, but I feel like the board is not the best actually. We have very salty faces right now.
Dude, you know, I cried so much that I couldn't even smell like a lot of things. Like, for example, the dog poop, I couldn't even smell it. It's rough out here. But anyway, what happened to me after I ran away from home last night? So I actually went to an Airbnb nearby my place. And then the Airbnb situation. Can I do the fork thing?
Yeah, you can.
How do I do it?
Hold on. Let me find another fork. Girl. What an interesting video to be making on a fucking, what day is it? Tuesday night?
A Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Okay, so basically you take one and then you just kind of like press it in.
Okay.
And then you roll it.
Oh,
So it
okay.
comes out like that. Yeah, we're doing this on a fucking Wednesday night. So yes, your Airbnb experience.
My Airbnb experience, basically, what happened was, sorry, how do you do it?
No, okay.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you press it down first and then you kind of like slightly roll it and pick it back up.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Yeah. Guys, this is really pity party 2.0. What the fuck is lesbian lounge lah, really? Imagine this being a fucking lesbian lounge.
Real.
You know, there have been so many times on actually the podcast that I've wanted to cry. I've been on the verge of tears. But I have really choked back my tears multiple times. I don't know if you all noticed on the podcast episodes or not. And then, I think this time around, because Faye was crying, so I was also like, you know what? Yeah, I can't hold it back, you know?
Yeah.
It's yeah. You know that night when you called me about your mom?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell, but I was crying behind the screen.
Oh, you were?
I was crying on call on your behalf.
Oh my god.
Because I was like, what the fuck, man? This is just like, this is so sad, lah, really. Because I knew that, you know, I know how much you love your mom and how much you care about your mom, you know? And yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like...
I didn't realize that. I mean, I was crying.
Yeah, no.
I was...
You were
Y'all
obviously, you're fucking bawling your eyes out.
Y'all should have seen me, man. It was not a pretty sight.
Yeah.
It was fucked up.
Man. Sucks to be gay sometimes, right?
Yeah, it sucks to be gay. Like, it almost just feel like it's a fucking rite of passage.
Yeah. To be abandoned by your family.
Yep.
Like,
you know what? Yesterday I was even telling them, I was like, I want to curse my family like how Masuri cursed Langkawi. Except the curse is I don't want any more laymen to continue producing.
real.
Just fucking chop off the fucking bloodline. No legacy to be found from there. Nothing to be proud about. In fact, generational trauma has never gone away. So do you guys know how to break generational trauma? By not
Stop
having
the
generations.
generation. You just stop the generation.
Sometimes it really is as simple as that.
Yeah, and then contribute to the declining birth rate, everybody.
I think I'll stick to cutting it, but I'm not even doing a great job at that.
It's okay. I think it can be a bit smaller because now it's a bit fat. So our gnocchi, if it's so fat, it's gonna be a big mouthful. I mean, if that's what you like, sure. Okay. Wait, I never tried that. What about if you just... I don't think you press it too hard because now you're like rolling it. You're like rolling it a lot. So you gotta like kind of press, slight roll. Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Do you know what's the most fucked up part about like running away from home as well? Life goes on. You still work the next day. This morning I was in like 2 meetings. Thank goodness I didn't have to contribute. I was still like and then I was like, fuck man, and I was still doing work and replying to emails.
Yeah.
And then I was like and then the worst part is I even had to check out at 11 o'clock.
Girl.
So I had to be like,
no, really,
crying.
there's nothing like being a fucking adult going through things, you know.
No, for real. You go through things, but you have to be productive about it.
You know, I remember when I had the breakup for the previous relationship. Oh my god, I was so fucked up. I don't know how I managed to handle that. Man, I don't know it.
I don't even know, but I remember you were still like going through it while you were working.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't, man. I don't know how I did it lah. Because I know I was just so heartbroken. I know I was... And okay, so for context, right? I remember like they tried to break up with me through text on shoot while I was on shoot, right?
Yeah.
After begging me to not break up with them. Yeah, so I
It
don't
was
know
so
how I
fucking manipulative.
did that. Yeah, I don't know how I did that.
Nah, that was so fucked up, man.
But yeah, so yeah, life does go on, and as an adult, like, damn, you can't get a break, man.
You can't.
You really can't get a break, like...
No, and for real, when I found out that I got cheated on, I still had to work the next day.
Yeah.
Couldn't even take MC, couldn't even do whatever, I just had to fucking work.
If you feel like it's getting too sticky, you can dip your fork in. Like you can coat it in that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, y'all, if y'all have any running aways, we should start series running away from home.
No, yeah, we should start a new stories. Running away from home stories.
Real.
Oh my god. Overwhelming amounts of submissions, I fear.
What is Wai Ming's running away from home thing again? Like, why did he run? No, how did he run away from home?
I forgot. I think he just packed his shit and left.
Oh wait, I think I vaguely remember now. He ran away from home and then he didn't even say shit.
Yeah.
His parents didn't realize he ran away from home, right?
Real. Like, it's always, we just always be packing our shit and leave, you know?
Yeah, you know, I don't think my dad even took me seriously when I said I'm gonna leave yesterday. I think he's like, okay, just do whatever you want.
No, he thinks that you are just saying only.
Real.
And then he's gonna realize that you're not home tonight, and the next night, and when your
Forever.
mom comes back, she's gonna be like, wait, where is Faye? Why hasn't she... And then, gonna start lah. You just wait. By Saturday, they'll be fucking calling you.
I've blocked my dad on everywhere.
Has your mom not texted you?
Nope.
Your brother?
Nope.
Girl.
Yeah, I don't even care anymore lah. Like, generally, I'm just like, what is there left to care with them? I mean, yeah, I told my brother actually my side because I wanted him to hear it from me first before he heard it from my dad. And basically, my brother just told me like, what? He told me, basically he just said, yeah, you should leave. And then
Which is a nice way to say fuck off, you know?
he was like, yep, you should leave. And then he was like, yeah, just let me know if you need
You know why or
anything."
not? Because he won all the root beer.
The root beer
He doesn't want you to have any of the root beer. He wants it all for himself.
Oh my god.
So her brother will, in one day, right, will drink 6 bottles of root beer.
Yeah.
You can roll it out. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Does your brother know about the podcast?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe my cousins will tell him because my cousins watch the podcast.
Well, whatever. You know, it's so fucked up because I think the pain that Faye and I both feel is that we're the ones who will do anything and everything for our families. We're the ones who will stand up for them. We're the ones who would go out of our way to try and take care of them even when we don't have to. But the ones who will not do the same thing that we do will get the free pass to everything, and everyone will make excuses for them. And when you try to stand up and say that, like, hey, you should treat this person differently, or at least treat me equally, they will defend their own behaviors and the other person's behavior.
Yep.
So
The thing is, my dad wouldn't even say this kind of fucked up shit to my brother. He wouldn't even try. And sometimes I don't think it's just because my brother is straight.
it's because your brother's a boy.
Yeah.
Your brother's a boy.
Yep. But my dad has pushed my brother to the ground once when we were very young because he thinks that my brother walks like an S word. By the way, the S word is the word that rhymes with pissy. So he didn't like the way my brother walked because he thought it was too feminine or whatever the fuck. And he basically kept pushing my brother until my brother fell to the ground. And I remember my brother was in like late primary school, early secondary school, that kind of situation.
So he did it in front of you, is it?
He did it in front of me and my mom. And he was yelling at my brother.
And then he said you walk like a S word?
Yep. My dad has been hating the gays since forever.
I hate men so much. I really do. Anyway, so the gnocchi making thing is going really well.
Yep.
It's fun.
If you run away from home, make gnocchi.
Yeah, we had the most banger dinner just now.
Yep, we did.
For context, Faye and I have been sharing some recipes back and forth.
And we've been remixing the recipes.
And we've been pescatarian.
Yeah, we've been pescatarian. That's a new development.
Yeah, so run away from home, be pescatarian, share recipes with your friends, and make gnocchi.
Yep, this is how you run away from home.
Tutorial.
You know, the thing is, like, running away from home is kind of great.
No, it is great. It
It's
hurts.
like moments like this, like, it's great. You're like, I don't have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah,
Any
real.
of that shit.
I mean, it hurts at first, but then eventually you're like, oh, it's not too bad actually. I feel kind of happy, you know? Like, you know, the amount of peace that I've gotten. Yeah, it feels great eventually. I mean,
Like, I just love not having to hear from him.
right?
And it just makes you think, do you even want to hear from him anymore? Nope, I don't.
If you all ever get the chance to run away from home, just do it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But you all should tell us about your running away from home stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DM us your running away from home stories. We can read it out. Yeah, maybe we'll start a new series, you know?
Oh, sorry, I think you can cut this off. You know who else ran away from home?
Who? With
Fucking
parents' money lah.
Real. All these fucking people, they run away from home for the vibes.
Really?
Like, okay lah, I know that you were hurt and everything, but damn.
No lah, that one is, I feel like, girl, if I had her parents, I'd be so happy, you know?
Real.
You can just do whatever, and they'll still give you money.
For real.
And you still have a roof over your head.
Ain't nobody giving me money.
Like, I can just do whatever. If I dare to do whatever, girl,
Yeah.
I
The
cannot lah.
universe knew our potential.
No, yeah, the universe nerfed us with families like that.
Yeah.
The universe nerfed us.
They knew our potential too well.
Nerf is what reduced the level, right? I think so.
Yes.
Reduce power. They knew that if we had the same financial backing all these motherfuckers do, we'd be fucking unstoppable. Like, look at us without the financial backing doing all the shit that we're doing, you know? Not with just our careers, but with this and everything that we're doing. No financial backing whatsoever. Imagine if we have financial backing and we could just do whatever the fuck we want and not have to worry about an income.
Completely self-financed.
Yes, everything we do is self-financed. Everything. You see us go travel. You see us, my career also, you know, everything that we're doing.
Everything.
Is all from hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, okay? We are not one of those fuckers who naturally come out of the womb with like extremely great financial backing. No.
Wait, who else ran away from home? Why do we only know like so little people?
Because we don't like people. Of course we don't know that many people. And also, you know, we're the kind of people who don't like to reveal too much about our personal lives. Well, then again, we're here on fucking like YouTube.
For real.
But
Talking
no.
about running away from home.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you guys don't know about our lives, to be honest, that we don't share. And yeah, that's why like I feel like me and you, like, we share things amongst our friends, but a lot of it does not get out beyond that.
Yeah.
And it's never with people we don't trust.
Yeah, and to be honest, I wasn't even going to reveal that I had a partner. But you know what? I don't even have a house now, so what the fuck? Yeah, whatever.
Huh? So that means I gotta wait 5 months to release this?
No lah.
Because you're gonna be
It's
only
already
official.
2 more months.
Huh? You're 3 months already, meh?
November 14, 2025.
I'm gonna redo this one. November 14, so before the party lah.
Me and Batman are
No.
hated by our parents.
No, the thing is that when I was looking, when I was eating dinner, right, beside you, and then I was looking at Batman sleeping there, I'm like, wow, this place is a place where we house abandoned kids.
Real?
This studio houses abandoned kids, okay? Batman abandoned, then Faye also abandoned, and then I'm here like, thank God I worked hard.
Real? Oh my god.
It's so fucking hilarious, man. This is like hilarious. So, guys, before we get too sidetracked, just a little bit about the gnocchi.
Oh yes, we totally forgot about the gnocchi.
So, when it comes to like the gnocchi dough texture, so you want it to, when you're mixing it, you want it to feel wet, but it doesn't stick to your fingers. So that's when you know that is the right texture. As you're mixing the dough, you see, it's wet, but it's not sticking to your finger.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a few kinds of flour that you can use for gnocchi. You can use all-purpose flour, you can use semolina flour, or you can use double O flour. So people normally switch between these 3 flours for pastas. But specifically normal pastas, apparently people don't like using all-purpose flour because it breaks down too fast. But for me personally, after experimenting with 3 flours, I find that I like the gnocchi best with all-purpose flour, the cheapest fucking flour. And let me fucking tell you, I bought the semolina flour. It was like 500 grams for 10 ringgit. That's so expensive. The double O flour, I bought 10 ringgit for 1 kg. You know how much all-purpose flour costs? 3-4 ringgit for 1 kg, bitch. Girl, just use all-purpose flour, except unless maybe it's for normal pastas. But for gnocchi, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, back to having no family. Yeah.
So how does it feel to have no family?
How does it feel? You know, I think I was so sad at first. You know, I was kind of like in my own feels for like a couple of years because I was like, you know what, nobody's gonna fucking understand. You don't understand what I'm going through. Everybody has a family. And I was like, you know, I have to spend Chinese New Year alone. And then I was like in my own feels, and then I was like, you know what, my life is so unique.
Real?
I was like, my life is so unique. Nobody gonna understand lah, and this and that. And then I was just like, okay lah, whatever lah, don't understand lor. Then I'm just like, you know what, it's okay. Like, then after that, I ran away from home. Then I was like so sad, and I was like crying all the time. And then I cried for 2 hours, 2-3 hours to go to sleep. And then I had to meet a client the next day. And then when I met the client looked at me wide-eyed. And then when we were finished discussing business, he was like, by the way, did you cry last night? And I was like, no, I'm just really tired. But obviously I cried last night and everybody saw it the next day.
I hate it when people ask that, obviously. Shut the fuck up. If I knew someone was like having puffy face and shit, I'm not gonna fucking question them about it.
Yeah. So yeah, of course, yeah. So he asked me and I was like, girl, no, I'm just tired. I lied. Duh. Like, why would I say yes to you? What the fuck? What fuck is that gonna do? You know what I mean?
For real.
Yeah. Try to put a little bit more oomph into your, you know what I mean? Like, just flatten it a little bit more. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
try to flatten it a little bit more.
Oh, okay, I see. Because I've just been rolling it.
I know you've just been doing this.
Yeah. How do you know?
I can see it, girl. You get it. Wrong side. So it's like this. You were doing this. You gotta do this, and then that's why you roll it to the side. That's how it gets that. Like this, huh?
Yes.
Like this, huh?
Uh-huh.
Put finger.
Yes.
Roll it this way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if it's too sticky, you cover the thing with
Okay.
Also, it's really hot right now because my aircon upstairs, my aircon upstairs was leaking and I didn't know until Faye pointed it out. And it was apparently leaking onto like the plug point where her laptop was plugged in. And I was
Didn't
like, you know
realize
what?
that.
We almost fucking died. Like,
both of us had to go to the safe
yeah. I was like, do not fucking. So now tonight we have to sleep without the aircon upstairs. We at most can turn on the aircon downstairs. So we sleeping here, 3 people abandoned by their families. Sleeping with no aircon! We don't have fan also, by the way, here.
Girl.
You know, everything we do is all hard work. You have not seen the struggles. This is not the worst that we have experienced,
Nope.
okay?
Nope.
This is not the worst that we've experienced, but it sure does sound like shit, especially when you're 27 and 26 and you think that, hey, I've worked so hard for years of my life. I've done so much fucking healing. I've gone to therapy. I've had so many character development arcs, and here we are, sleeping with no fucking aircon tonight. Also, my sink downstairs, bruh, I swear to God, the sink downstairs, right, it was a little bit loose. Okay, it wasn't loose lah. The tap, you know when you turn off the tap, right, you turn it like clockwise. So every time I turn it clockwise, the whole tap will move. Then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just try to get this fixed. Then I told my dad, I'm like, you know what? I need a plumber. Do you have a plumber's contact? No, he didn't send me a plumber's contact. He showed up to my studio and looked at the tap, and then he made the whole thing loose. And then he was like, yeah, you should call the plumber. And I'm like, that's why I asked you for the fucking contact, and now the whole tap is loose.
Girl, I hate man.
The whole tap is loose. So now we are sleeping without the aircon. My tap downstairs is loose. For a period of time, my bidets did not work. Okay? It's tough out here in
It's
KL.
tough out here, yeah.
In Southeast Asia, as a queer person with no family and with no family who will give you financial backing to run away from home, who will not support you. And what you should, Batman, stop it. Batman! I swear to God, you're gonna get thrown out the second time.
And you know, like, remember how I was telling you, like, I hope after my UTI that was the last shitty thing that was gonna happen to me? Girl, I was wrong.
You're wrong.
I was wrong. Because they said that's not even the worst one. You're gonna wish that your UTI was longer.
You're gonna wish that the UTI was the repetitive issue, actually.
Yep. Nope. Apparently I was gonna lose my house.
Your family.
Yep. I am speechless.
You
to
should
say the least. I am speechless, and I'm just speechless lah, okay, guys.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do tonight is that we're gonna try to cook one small batch of gnocchi so we can see what the texture is like.
Okay.
And then tomorrow we are cooking this for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I have like prego pasta sauce too, actually, if you don't want to have.
Have what?
Don't know. Normally I just simply put things together. Like I put butter, then I put like salt, then I put like a bit of like the pesto thing, then I put the Parmigiano already there, cheese inside, and sometimes I under salt the thing. So I mean, it depends what you wanna eat for the sauce. Poultry, I have chicken breast, but obviously we don't like chicken breast. I don't like chicken breast. I never liked chicken breast. I only ate it for the poultry. Now I've given up. So I have chicken, I have salmon, I have tilapia, and I have dory fish.
Yay.
So you can take your pick. malas to cook tonight.
What time is it now?
I have no fucking clue. You know what? My hands are dirty. We'll find out when we finish. I guarantee it's probably pretty late already. I think it's like maybe 10.
10,
Okay lah, not too late lah. What time are you gonna be up tomorrow?
7.
So you gotta sleep by 12. So it means you gotta shower by 11.
Yep. I feel like I also want to know, like,
Is this done?
oh, it's not done.
Oh, it's okay.
Is this done?
I don't...
To what extent do people get harmed? Like, you know, financial is obviously that one, but then it's like, I want to know other things as well. Like, do your parents stalk you?
I think some do, and then they will like report you to the police and say you ran away from home or
Yeah.
some shit like that, and then the police will come and find you.
But technically, they can't do that to me because I'm 27, right?
Yeah.
And they can't do a missing person report because my alibi is my brother.
Yeah, true. But will your brother stand for you?
We don't know.
We'll
see.
find out lah. This is one person portion, one person portion. We have about 4 people portion.
I think the only thing that I, like, the last thing I wanted to say is that I just kind of like expect the worst from all my family members. Like, the stuff that I'm preparing for in the future is like, I'm not giving anyone the benefit of the doubt. In
Yeah.
fact, I'm giving them the worst of the doubt.
Yeah, don't.
So it's like, whatever I prepare for, I'm not even expecting, like, not to say they wouldn't, but I don't expect my mom and my brother to get my back.
Yeah.
I don't expect anyone to get my back. I don't expect anyone to, like, you know. And I feel like this kind of things is so hard to explain to the person when they're trying to, like, resolve conflict with you. But the conflict has never been resolved before this, so it had to come to this. But I feel like, at least with my mom, I know she's going to be like, why are you being, like, so drastic? Why are you being so unreasonable? Why are you being this? But it's like, they obviously know, but are trying to deny the fact that this has been a pent-up thing, like, for many, many years.
They've been turning a blind eye.
Yeah, they've been turning a blind eye lah. And then also, like, with me going out and everything, I just feel like because they have said things that are worse than my expectations already, what's worse?
How much worse can it
how
get?
much worse can it get, right? Like, I'm just gonna imagine they're gonna say the most foul shit ever. And I'm going to imagine they will say this, they will say that. And you know, back then, like, my dad used to tell me, like, you think I'm so cruel that I would, like, kick you out of the home? Apparently, he does not care if I have a home anymore.
He's gonna guess, like, even if you bring it out, he's gonna guess, like, you, since when did I say that?
Yep, he will say, since when did I say that? Since when was I that kind of father? Since for fucking ever. I'm just now only calling you out. That's the deal. And the thing is, he's going to be like, you made the decision to run away. You made the decision to make your life hard. You made this, you made that.
You made the decision to have cancer.
Real. And you know, I'm also expecting them to get the pastor involved. My fucking biggest op in this whole damn world is my pastor. And he probably thinks I'm demonic and has mental illness and needs help and is a troubled person who has lost her way.
They always think that about us queer people.
They always, and they don't give a fuck. And you know what? I feel like I'm prepared to fight everyone. I really am. And
you can.
Yeah. I want to fight every one of them, and I feel like this is my fight, you know. I just feel like, yes, yeah, they're gonna say this, they're gonna say that, but like ultimately I have to win lah.
I mean,
I will win.
Are you gonna like argue with them, or are you just gonna like just ignore them?
I'm not somebody who plays offense.
Oh yeah.
I play defense, but I play it really well.
Yeah.
Because the minute you start doing offense with me, you're gonna have to finish the whole thing. I don't fucking play offense for a reason, okay? Because if I wanted to, I'll put my heart and soul into it. But no, seriously, but actually a lot of the things that I do, right, I don't actually start shit with people.
Yeah.
It's only like a lot of the things I do is really out of defense. And I feel like if there's something that my parents want to start with me, then we're gonna have to see it end to end.
Okay, let me just like see if there is. Okay, I normally put it in the freezer for a couple of hours to freeze. And then I pack it, I portion it and I pack it.
Alright.
So we are done making the gnocchi dough and gnocchi from scratch, everybody. We will be...
Can we show them a video of when we cook it?
Yeah.
Like maybe just a picture of it being done.
Yeah,
Ta-da!
we can. So we'll be cooking it for tomorrow night's dinner, but it'll be a very quick dinner because I have to go for tricking classes and Faye ends work at a certain time. So the timing that we're crossing over is probably like 7:30, and I have to leave by 8:30. So we have 1 hour to cook and eat.
This
tomorrow.
is what you make when you run away from home. Ta-da!
Uh-huh.
So where do I put the gnocchi?
Okay, leave it there first. I'm clearing space in the freezer.
Do we need to let it rest? Is that a thing?
No. Shall we have salmon tomorrow?
Yeah, let's have salmon. I was actually thinking of making salmon fried rice.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll make it for us.
Yeah, we can have salmon. Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. We're making a gnocchi, right? Forgot about that. I mean, I can defrost more salmon and we can have... Yeah, I have overnight rice too actually. I mean, we can save the gnocchi for another day if you want. Sure. Because I can just keep it in the freezer. So if you want to make salmon fried rice, I don't know how much... What do you need for salmon fried rice? I'm just going to get green onions tomorrow. Oh, okay. Do you have Ajinomoto? Yes, I do. Okay, that's great. That's all I need. And then just eggs. And, I have that. That's it lah. Can you let me know how much salmon you need? Actually, 1 salmon is enough. Really? Yeah. Okay. So that's...
Yeah, and of course we have egg also, right? So that means...
About like 2 eggs.
Okay, no problem.
Great work, team. Thanks for listening to our running away from home stories.
And thanks for watching us cry.
And we will update you what happens with our running away from home.
I mean, Faye will update you because I'm great. I'm great now. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Faye is really going through it right now.
I'm gonna let you guys know what happens to me.
You know, like, I feel so touched that, like, so many of my friends are so helpful in wanting to, like, you know, either help with moving or, like, help with money or, like, suggesting places. And I feel so thankful and I just feel happy about that at least.
Yeah, of course. It's good that, you know, to know people will be there lah. You know what I mean? Even if it's not your family, unfortunately.
Anyone wants hangers, let me know. I'll take it.
You want hangers?
Yeah.
Girl? Ooh. Yeah, okay, I can just slowly freeze this because I got not enough space to freeze everything at once. So if you want to shower first, you can shower first.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead and shower first. I will handle it because I don't have to
shower
wake up.
upstairs?
Yeah, shower upstairs, the heater and
Okay.
everything, and hairdryer. All of that. Yeah.
I think I should take this out, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
everyone. Okay, well, thanks for
Watching.
this episode. It was a pretty heavy one for us.
Yeah.
I think we haven't got this personal in a long time. But I think this feels a little bit more personal than
Because
like,
it's so raw and so fresh, and it's so heavy, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and because it's extremely fresh for you. It's relatively fresh for me, only a few months fresh. Yours is like legit yesterday, so of course it's heavy. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, thanks guys. Buy us coffee. We are both having housing security. I mean, you have a place, but yeah, just saying. Buy us coffee.
Mine is rented.
Yours is rented.
Yeah, mine is rented. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Also, the fucking electricity bill here, right? Electricity water bill is all commercial rates. Like this afternoon, when Kat told me her electricity bill is 61
That's
ringgit.
crazy.
My electricity bill is 300 ringgit, y'all. And I only use the 1 horsepower aircon, which is leaking tonight. And like, I rarely keep the lights on and shit like that. Maybe I have studio lights here and there, but it's not always on. So I'm like, what the fuck?
For real.
I'm just like, oh my god, never rent commercial. I mean, it's for business, but you know.
Terrible. Okay, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank
We're gonna buy us
you.
coffee. And
Thank
we'll
you
see
so
you
much.
in the next video.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Do I put it?
Hey man, why are you chewing my food? This is really a